Here in another episode of Wisdom Wednesday. Here with me is Veronica Silva, my preferred attorney. And the question I have for Veronica is, what is the attorney review period and can anything go wrong during that time?
Yeah, absolutely. The attorney review period is a period of 5 business days that starts after you have been visiting homes with a buyer and you have gone under contract, meaning you presented an offer and the seller accepted the offer. So the date in which the seller accepts the offer, that marks the beginning of the attorney review period. And that's the 5 business days that the buyer has to conduct the inspection of the home, to see if the home is still something that they want to purchase, and what can go wrong in the attorney review period. That's once you conduct an inspection and you discuss the results of the inspection with your inspector and with your agent, with your buyer's agent, then you decide whether the home is something that you want to purchase, and that if the repairs maybe that the home needs are something that you want to take on as a buyer. Or also you can request from the seller things for the seller to repair if your contract, this contract that you signed, allows you to do that. Sometimes if you have a multiple offer situation or you're in a competitive market where there are more buyers than sellers, you have to be careful on what kind of contract you sign and if it will give you the right to request repairs or maybe money from the seller so that you make the repairs on your own as a buyer after you purchase the home. So that is what happens during those 5 business days. The attorneys will exchange, the attorney for yourself as a buyer, and then the attorney for the seller will exchange communications in which we're going to request sometimes modifications to the contract and request those repairs on a home if that is what the buyer wants to do. And what can go wrong during that period? Well, the attorneys, like I said, we're exchanging communications and letters, and then we will see what the parties come to an agreement. Sometimes the parties will come very easily to an agreement and the buyer requests, let's say A, B, or C from the inspection, and the seller agrees to only 2 out of the 3, something like that. And then the buyer decides whether they want to continue or not with the purchase. What else can go wrong during that period? Maybe the inspection turns out the results of the purchase of the home are serious enough that even if you were to ask the seller to make the repairs, maybe the buyer just got disappointed with the condition of the home and doesn't want the home anymore. So you can also cancel the contract at that time. So during those 5 business days, either side could cancel the contract for any reason, and there's really not an obligation to disclose exactly what's the reason why you're canceling. And so I hope that helps to people understand what is the importance of that period. So when you sign an offer, you have to have a good faith intent to purchase the home, but then you still have those 5 business days to change your mind if something come up from the inspection that you don't like the home anymore.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful. The explanation was very detailed. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I hope it helps people get less nervous about buying a home because it's a complex process. But your agent is here to help you, and we as attorneys, we're here to help you also.
Thank you. It definitely is one of the biggest investments of people's lives. So that helps.
Correct.
Thank you.